Yo, what we're saying is your boy AJ, and you guys would have saw a couple of days ago, or maybe yesterday, I don't know what I'm doing with these video releases, but you just saw the LF tier list, basically, from Dragon Ball Legends, and now we're going to switch over to the Dokkan side of things, and do summonable LR units. So this is basically every summonable LR from Super Saiyan 2 Gohan all the way up to the future Gohan and Trunks that released on JP, I believe, a good couple, about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Honestly, I don't know what the next LR is going to be. I mean, what are we at the minute? We're in the middle of oh yeah, we are in the middle of the Dual Dokkan Fest at the minute with Kid Buu and the Goku, so we could get like some form of LR Hercule. I don't know. But obviously this is going to be based on my knowledge, especially from JP units. So for example, like the future Gohan and Trunks are going to be based on my knowledge, like me watching them. Some units, there's not a unit in here. There's a couple of units in here, like Janemba as well. That can be based off that. There's one unit in here that I don't have on the global side of the game. That is the LR Nappa and Vegeta. But I've seen enough of them to know really where to put them. Every other unit I have, and then obviously I don't have Janemba because Janemba isn't out on the global side. Oh, sorry, and Piccolo and Goku, by the way. I don't have them. So Janemba and future Gohan and Trunks are the only ones that aren't out at the minute on global. But let's just go ahead. Let's get into things. So Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Even after his EZA, before his EZA was like down here, but even after his EZA, he's probably just here. The fact that he now has his defense on Super and has start turn defense and all that sort of stuff has made him a lot better, but I think it just still doesn't quite go up to SGR Broly level, does it? But he's better now. That's the best thing. Same with Majin Vegeta, even though he still hit it hard before. After his EZA, he just mainly got like a bit of defense. Some of his passive restrictions are really irritating. With Mike, if they could easily release like some form of free-to-play Bulma unit from the Majin Buu saga, so just something, or like a really good Kid Trunks from the Majin Buu saga, something to help us activate all of his passive, then maybe this guy will be a bit better. But his passive restrictions are like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan transformation levels of stupid, insane. SGR Broly, I honestly would put him right here at the top, just for, again, usability, World Tournament, SBR, any SBR stage he's able to run him, quite practically. He is absolutely insane. Double supers, triple supers, defense raises, AoEs. He's good. He is really insane. Rose and Zamasu, they can be good in this current meta. They can be good. You do have to do a lot of work around them. You kind of have to build the team around them and kind of work around them. And the teams they're on, like Future, Realm of Gods is pretty good, but like Future especially, with all the roses in the game and stuff like that, they need a buff. They desperately need something. Once this guy gets an EZA, I hope that he becomes one of the better EZAs out of the LR EZAs, because while Broly was a godly EZA, these two haven't really cut the scratch. And Trunks is okay, I guess, but haven't quite really hit the height. So I hope they don't really mess that one up. Trunks and Goten, honestly, judging by what I've seen from them so far, their EZA is pretty new to the point of me releasing this video, or point of me making this video, actually, should I say. The EZA is pretty good. Actually, I might put them in here. The EZA is pretty good. The only thing that holds them back is their link set. Their link set is absolutely abysmal. I think the most they share links with any one unit is like 4 links. And that's with like Beerus and Whis, and I think like the Broly trio and stuff. Like it's just stupid. Like why would they do that? Why would they do that? Trunks, Super Saiyan Trunks. I'm gonna put him here actually. From what I've seen from him, again, he is pretty good. All he really needed was defense. All he really got really was defense. A couple of little other bits there. It has a high chance to crit and stuff as well. So that's okay. That's okay. Bojack is one of the better aging units in the game, I would say. And honestly, them releasing Dokkan Fest Bojack, like, a year ago now. Honestly made him still a lot better. If he gets an EZA at some point, Space Traveling Warriors is going to be a disgusting team. Let me just tell you that for free. This Goku, honestly, at the minute is right here. Just no defense whatsoever. Even with that, what is it? Like, he has like 80% defense or something. Like, and even then, it's not the best. He desperately needs an EZA. Most of these is just going to be needs an EZA. He needs an EZA. These two guys are still good. The Year 3 fusions, they're still good to this day, especially when you can get the fusion off. Well, the fusion is pretty hard to get off as well. But once they get an EZA, honestly, like, hear me out. I could easily see these guys EZAing during the Year 7 anniversary. Easily. If the anniversary is Gogeta and Vegito again, I could easily see these guys getting their EZA. 4 years, I think that's pretty suitable. Pretty suitable time. Bardock, for me, goes straight up to the top of A tier. He was kind of a left field one, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't really expect Bardock to get an EZA. Especially a joint EZA as well. Like, it was on Global and JP at the same time during the 350 down celebration. And honestly, Bardock is really, really good. I mean, the only really thing with Bardock maybe is a lack of decent linking partner. He's on one of the best teams in the game, Pure Saiyans. So, yeah, he's still really good to this day. Trunks and Mai, honestly, I don't really like them, honestly. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really get on with them all too well. Let's see, let me just sort these out as well while I'm here into like user, into like, so basically I'm saying that what I'm trying to say here is that Bardock is better than Trunks and Goten and Trunks. Bojack is better than these two guys, and Gohan is better than Margin. And that's what I'm trying to say here. That's what I'm trying to sort out. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Honestly, Super Saiyan 4 Goku can chill here. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta can chill at the bottom. Their ease ability to get Ki is practically unrivaled, especially if you have orb changes around with them. Most namely the Margin Vegeta and the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Once they get all those orbs, they do become stupidly good. The only thing that pushes Vegeta back, not puts him on the level of Goku. Like, these two are pretty much joint up there in terms of how good they are. Like, the Vegito is a slightly bit better than Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I think, raises defense on 12 Ki as well as 18 Ki. So that's what, and Vegeta doesn't, and that's why. If you get double supers off with them, Goku is going to be a little bit better defensively. And yeah, Goku is a little bit better, which is annoying because it's always the Goku unit that's a little bit better, but it is what it is. It is what it is. LR Cell. LR Cell, honestly, I would say is probably around here. I would say, not on this sort of level here. Could definitely do with an EZA. Once he gets an EZA, maybe he might be. Well, obviously he'll be better with an EZA. Like, that's just stupid. But honestly, he can hold his own. Don't get me wrong. If you have him on a good team linked with the other LR Cell, he can be pretty good. And the healing he gets on his 12 Ki is still quite good as well. But yeah, LR Goku and Frieza, I'd probably say right at the top here. Before they were EZA, they were like here, or maybe mingling in this sort of realm. But after their EZA, easy number one. There are units that are better than Goku and Frieza, but for the time being, they're number one. I keep saying LF. LR Full Power Frieza, the STR one, anyway. Pretty disappointing release. Honestly, I would say he's I'm going to point here, actually. I'd say Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably still better than him. When did he come out? It was the Namek Goku celebration. Yeah, Namek Goku celebration. So just after the 4th year anniversary on Global, I believe. I think just after the 4th year anniversary. I think so. Don't quote me on that. But he's fine once you're at lower HP. But once you're at lower HP, he might get like one shot. So he's kind of a touchy unit in terms of, like, you know, he can be good when you're in certain situations. You kind of have to build a team around him. But yeah, he's okay. The GT trio, yeah, they're not the best. They're kind of limited in terms of the teams. Dragon Ball Seekers is their kind of team, and they're only kind of limited to that. GT Heroes they can be run on, but they kind of want Dragon Ball Seekers friends to kind of go with them, and then they get all the key. They want to be paired as well with the Easy Agiru, and the Easy Agiru isn't that good. So yeah, they're not the best either. A Super Baby 2 honestly can chill right here at the bottom of. Yeah, I can chill right here actually. Again, the year 4 LRs, some of the ones were quite disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. At the time they were okay. They weren't really that good on release. But at the time, but yeah, they're okay. They're okay. Go Bros can also chill at the bottom of A. I feel like they, when they were released, were really good when they released. But they have kind of fallen off a little bit. Their leader skill, still to this day, is pretty good. LR Kale and Caulifla, I would still put probably here. I know they have fallen off a little bit, but when you look at it, most of the team, or most of the events in the game run around Pure Saiyans, and I think they get an additional super per pure, like with a Pure Saiyan enemy. So, or is it Universe Fast? It's either one. I think it's Universe Fast Saga or Pure Saiyans. So they just stack their defense stupidly. The only thing that lets them hold them back really is probably their damage. Isn't the craziest. L or Tech Broly. Tech Broly honestly can probably go just below. I'd probably say here. No, just below Bojack. I would say. No. Very indecisive here. But yeah, Tech Broly's good once he's transformed, and the only problem is this Broly transformed runs really well with the STR Broly, but none of them are slot 1 units. They both want to super attack before they take a hit. So that's the only problem with those 2 units. I suppose you can probably pair up this Tech Broly with the Int Broly that is kind of a slot 1 unit in certain situations, but yeah, not really. You kind of want to link the 2 LRs together, and they kind of just both can't take a hit pre-super. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I'd definitely put, yeah, I feel safe putting him here. In fact, actually, let me go turn the Trunks down a little bit. Yeah, I feel much safer with this. I feel much safer doing that. If you could easily transform Gohan, he'd probably be here. He'd probably be where the Bardock is. But his transformation condition is just so, it's just memed to this day. But honestly, even disregarding that, his damage is kind of okay. He can get up to like, mine anyway, mine's like almost level 10 links in like 90%. You can get up to like 5 million pretty easily, which is nothing to be snuffed about, but it does take a while. And then defense again, stacking, you know that kind of deal. The Cell, honestly, I would say is just here. Like, he's not insane. Once he transforms, he is pretty good. You do need key spheres when he transforms, and that is his only issue. Once this Cell gets an easy A, those 2 link really well together, so they could probably be a much better rotation than they are now. LR Androids, honestly, right there. I don't honestly say Rose's better than them. I don't honestly say Trunks and Marge better than them. They are trash. The LR Androids are trash. 16, when they exchange to 16, they're okay. But I don't know what they were thinking with this guy. I really don't. Like, I don't know. God Goku is okay at best, honestly. Like, he was, again, another unit that was really, like, the first standalone God Goku we have as an LR. And he's pretty underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that like his passive is centered around having a hybrid and Pure Saiyans on your team, and he does lead both categories, which is okay, but yeah, just not the best unit. Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku, I could honestly feel safe putting him just here. He does create his own orbs, which is good. If he didn't create his own orbs, there might have been a problem. But the fact he creates his own orbs to help with his ability to, nuke and do all that sort of stuff is pretty good. Probably can't take a hit, really, even at like 100% and stuff like that. probably can't take that much of a hit unless you get tons and tons of key spheres, but then you have to kind of build the whole team around him. Kind of something you don't really want to do. Okay, here we go. The 5-year fusions. The 5-year fusions. Honestly, Gogeta. I put Gogeta here, and I put Vegito. Vegito, I'd say, will go here. They take a while to build up. They do take a while to build up. Vegito, I'd say, is a lot better when they're both blue. Vegito is definitely better than Gogeta. I hate to say it because I like Gogeta more as a character over Vegito, but honestly, when they're fully built up, they are amazing units. But it's the fact that it takes like 10, 12 plus turns to even get them to that level. Easier when? I don't know. LR Rose. LR Rose's I'd say he's good. We'll put him right there. LR Rose just needs a better linking partner, in all honesty. Probably once these guys get an EZA. If these guys get an EZA, the Rose and Zamasu, and they're a perfect slot 1 unit. Yeah, guard, damage reduction, perfect slot 1 unit. Honestly, LR Rose might become a really good rotation, like Realm of Gods, those two rotation. Perfect. But at the moment, obviously, Rose Zamasu doesn't have an EZA, so I can only hope that be the case. Is make it, like I said, make him a really tanky healing machine, but we don't have that yet. The Broly Trio are weird. I'm not gonna lie. I'd put them here. Well, they can have their uses. They really can have their uses in some events, but they're pretty weird. The way I do like the way they're designed in terms of, like, you know, you get AGL and STR key spheres give you attack, or give your allies attack. Tech and Int give your allies defense, and then obviously physical key spheres gives you like +2 key per key sphere obtained and stuff like this. And I like that, but the unit itself is really wonky. They don't fit on many teams. I think it's only like joint forces and movie bosses. So them as a unit, they're wonky, but their mechanic is really good. If that sort of mechanic was on like a Goku unit or a Vegeta unit or a Gohan unit, then we're talking. It might be a little good. Might be a little bit good. Nappa and Vegeta, I'd probably put just here actually. From what I've used of them and, like, on friend lists and stuff, and what I've seen of them, they're okay. They do have a lot of hoops to go through though, just to get to Vegeta and stuff. So honestly, not anything crazy. STR UI. Honestly, I will put right here. Maybe a bit controversial, possibly, but it's just opinion. The only thing is 70% chance of dodge does run out at some point, so you kind of have to get your dodges in before that time runs out. Those turns elapsed. Once you do get his dodge built up, you're easily hitting 18 keys. Your defense is pretty high, your attack's pretty high, especially linked with the AGL UI as well. So honestly, they're good for that, but like I said, sometimes it is just a chance at the end of the day. 70% sometimes can feel like 90%, sometimes can feel like 10%. Like, it's not the fact that he's an unreliable unit, it's the fact that he has a chance to be unreliable. But even then, even before he dodges, he's still pretty good before he dodges. LR Jiren. I feel safe putting Jiren here. I'm going to switch these two around actually as well. I'm going to switch Gohan and Caulifla around. Jiren is pretty good. He just suffers from a lack of teams. Universe of Our Saga is probably the best team for him, but he does kind of want to be centered on Universe 11 team, which he does lead. But there is only literally one Universe 11 team that you can run, because there's like only 6 units in the game. Once STR Jiren gets his EZA, the Dokkan Festival, which might be a while yet because we're kind of still filtering through them. Maybe this guy will become crazy again, but he's still good. You can run him in a lot of events and he will still do a lot of damage. I only have mine at 55%, so I can't really say that much, but you know, he can still be an absolute monster. I can still take, still tank some damage as well. LR Blue Boys. Blue Boys can honestly, I would say Blue Boys just, I'd say just here. The only thing that holds the Blue Boys back is a lack of a orb changer. Lack of an orb changer. The only kind of thing you can do to get them any sort of like relevancy is run them on a Kamehameha team with the physical GT Goku, and then use his orb changing to do that, but they don't share that many links together. You kind of see where I'm going with this. If we had a blue Vegeta from the Tournament Power, a blue Goku from the Tournament Power, that was an orb changer, or Rainbow, just any kind of orb changing, this guy would become insane. This guy would become insane, because that would be such a reliable rotation. But until that time comes, he's going to chill right there. Until that time comes. He is on probably one of the best teams in the game in Reps Universe 7, so there is that. Physical Angel Vegeta, I'd probably say just about, he's better than Rose. He's better than Gogeta. Yeah, I'll put him just here. Slot 1, not the best. And again, really kind of link up with the GT units. And the GT family. The GT family's a good team actually. It's not a bad team. It's just that the best leader for it is the Int GT Vegeta, and he's only 150 to the Vegeta family, so not necessarily the best leader skill. But pair this guy up with the STR. Where is it? The STR Vegeta right here. They're pre-transform state, this state, and they're honestly really good. They're really good. It's a really good unit. Definitely better as a slot 2 unit though. Definitely better as a slot 2 unit. AJ-Azukai Goku can honestly slot right to the top. Right to the top. No questions about it. He can still kind of get hit pretty hard. And most events now, especially longer events, have phases where they cancel dodging and stuff like that. Like the last stage, I believe, of the GT Goku event, the last stage of the Vegeta event, the last stage of the original Legendary Goku event, all cancel dodging. So yeah, that's the only thing. He has to dodge at least once to get that extra bit of defense. If you cancel dodging, you don't get that extra defense, and you could get hit pretty hard. So yeah, there is kind of that, but his dodging is unconditional. So for Extreme Super Battle Road, anything like that, stupidly insane. And then Evolution Blue Vegeta, he's good. I would say just here. I would say definitely UI is better. Definitely better. Evolution Blue Vegeta, the only thing that annoys me with him is that his damage reduction he gains per hit doesn't stay. If he, like, cause I think it resets every turn, it's like 50% is the max. You start with 10%, and every hit he takes, he gets 10% extra damage reduction during that turn, and it resets. If it kept it, so like say you get hit 4 times right at the start of the battle, right at the start of the fight, 4 times you get hit, and you have permanent 50% damage reduction the rest of the fight, that'd be pretty good. He wouldn't be better than UI, I'd probably put him there if that was the case, but for now he can chill just below Goku and Frieza. Buhan, Bootanks, whatever you want to call him. I'll put him here, Bootanks, Buhan, whatever you want to call it. Definitely the only thing that really holds him back is lack of teams. Again, you don't really find margin power units all that like common these days. I know on JP they just have released obviously the STR Kid Buu that does the lead Margin Buu saga, I believe, and can be a decent partner for this guy when he transforms to Buhan anyway with big bad bosses. But yeah, I mean, stacking attack and stacking defense is pretty good on both 12 and 18 key. I mean, I think it's either way round. I think you stack defense on 12 and attack on 18, or attack on 12 and defense on, I can't remember which way round it is. Similar sort of thing with the Goku and the Frieza from the 350. But the unit's still good, don't get me wrong, the unit is still good, just needs better linking partners and a better team, probably. STR Vegito probably I would put just here. When they transform into Vegito, they are really good. They do need to attack first though, before they do anything as Vegito. Before they're pretty good as well. Like as Goku and Vegeta, they're pretty solid. and they do share all links with another of the best units in the game, the Tech Gogeta. LR Turles. I've only just recently gotten LR Turles. If you guys didn't see my what summons was it? It was the summons for the God Goku and Hit. If you guys didn't see that, the tickets were insane. The tickets were insane. I got my first copy of LR Turles, my first copy of LR Super 17. I got a dupe for Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Like, it was crazy. And then I think I got like Hit and God Goku during the actual Stones summons. It was pretty insane, I'm not gonna lie. But Turles is really good. The only thing again he needs is a really good linking partner. His best linking partner, ironically, is his TUR. So you have to kind of pull him twice to have a really good linking partner for him, unless you use the AGL Turles, but he needs an EZA. So once that AGL Turles gets an EZA, then we'll be cooking. This Turles might jump into this tier once that happens, but for now, he's just gonna chill here, just below Bootanks and Buhan, and just above Vegito. Super Saiyan 2 Bojack Movie Gohan. Honestly, I'd probably say just around here. No, just around here actually. Definitely his active skill and all that sort of stuff can make him a really, really good unit. You do kind of have to have movie hero Super Saiyan Goku on the team. And below a certain B threshold, and you have to be past a certain amount of turns, so it can happen, but it also can't happen. The movie hero team needs a new leader. I was really hoping that when they released this Tech Gogeta that he'd be a movie hero leader. The movie hero team does need a new leader, and hopefully they bring out like a new, I don't know, like a cooler movie Super Saiyan Goku that leads movie heroes, something along them lines. That would be pretty good. But once he gets a lot of orbs, he can get going. If you don't manage to get a lot of orbs, not the best. 17 and Golden Frieza. Another one of the units, like most, quite a few LRs, that they're kind of weird in the way they link. 17 and Golden Frieza, honestly, I'd probably put them just here. They really underwhelm me. Even on the Reps Universe 17, they're one of the units as well that have to build up their damage reduction, and it gets reset, and then they get key with every attack they've done and all that sort of stuff. They do get additionals though, which does help. If they didn't get additionals, like guaranteed additionals, that would be pretty bad. They'd probably be like really low down. But they're okay once they get going, but you know, they're still kind of weird. The Universe 7 unit can probably chill just about here. Yeah, just about here. Defensively, probably not the best, especially 5% I have found. But really, they're pretty good, and they're probably the best linking partner is either the physical Dokkan Fest 17 or this 17 and Golden Frieza, and then they're not the best. So they are on the best team in the game, which does kind of help them as well. Tapion and Minutia, they're actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, they actually are pretty good. Their lack of teams again holds them back, and their lack of linking partners again holds them back. The best linking partner is the Dokkan Fest Tapion, and while that Tapion has got an EZA and is pretty good, you can only really run them on like story figures, movie heroes. Again, teams that need a new leader. Resurrected Warriors, I believe you can run them on, but like, why are you going to run a Tapion rotation on with a Frieza leader? Why? So yeah, honestly, those guys need like a new team or something like that. Super 17, the infamous GT boss leader with no big bad bosses. Yeah, I've been impressed when I've used him. Honestly, I'm probably putting him here. I've been impressed when I've used him, but again, just they designed him to be on an Android's team, but they marketed him as a GT boss leader. You know, we had the GT hero kind of thing on the start of the Golden Week last year, technically now. Like 10 months ago now. We had like the GT hero side of things all fleshed out. Well, not fleshed out, so to speak. Actually, yeah, we did, because we had the 2 leaders, we had the 2 new banner units, we had the 2 ETA Super Saiyan 4s. So yeah, kind of fleshed out. And then it kind of like, everyone kind of got thinking like, oh, maybe we're going to see some GT boss representation in the second half of Part 2 LR, because we had the Awakening for Metal Rodo, which had GT bosses support, in its passive. So kind of all looking forward to it, and it kind of didn't materialize as we kind of would have wanted to, and yeah, kind of fell off. Defensively, not a bad unit. Chance. The one thing that annoys me with this unit as well, I'm going on a bit of a rant here about Super 17, but the one thing that really annoys me about this unit as well, or two things actually, is probably best linking partner, one or two of them, the Int Hellfighter 17 and the AGL GT 17 aren't on GT bosses. Why not? if Meta Rildo is, then why aren't those two? Why aren't those two Android 17s on there? Another thing as well is his key mechanic. He gets a chance to get key when he gets hit. A chance to gain key when he gets hit. Tell me if that's a good mechanic or not. Chance. I believe it's a high chance as well, so it's only 50%. 50% that he gets one key when he gets hit. If it was guaranteed, we're cooking, we're talking, but I just can't with that unit. Goku and Piccolo, and again, one of the units I don't have. And they are again another quite wonky unit. Yeah, we're probably gonna put them there. Probably just there actually. Very wonky unit. Link set is very wonky as well. Team's very wonky. You know, the only thing I hate with these units like this, you know, two very different characters, a Namekian and a Saiyan. So there's no pure Saiyans, no Namekians, anything like that. They just don't help themselves when they release units like this, or like the Broly trio. What other units are there? The GT trio don't really help. These Trunks and Mai, again, no Hybrid Saiyans, no Earthlings. They don't really help themselves when they release units like that. Duo units that are two completely different characters. Goku and Vegeta's work because they're both on pure Saiyans. They don't be on Goku family and Vegeta family, but they work because of pure Saiyans and stuff like that. So it is what it is. The Tech Gogeta. Here we go. I honestly think they're better than Vegito. Only just though. Only just. It is very minimal between these two. At this stage, at this form, when they're both base form and it's just Goku and Vegeta, they share all 7 links and they are probably a really good rotation. And once they transform, Gogeta at the start is better, and then Vegito at the end is better. So slot 1, slot 2. That's how you kind of want to run these guys. And the fact that their transformation conditions kind of match each other as well. So Vegito, you have to be below a HP threshold and you recover. You can then get enough HP to transform with this unit. So they do work together really well. But only really on like certain teams though. That's their only problem. But honestly, Gogeta for me is a really good unit. Janemba, the infamous global Janemba shaft. I'd honestly put him here. In terms of defensive capabilities, he's really stupidly good. One of the best defensive units in the game. Attacking wise, does take a while, but can kind of get pretty hard. The only really thing this unit kind of lacks is teams and the linking partners. Teams he's only really on, I think it's Transformation Boost, Uvu Botters, and Corroded Body and Mind, stuff like that, I think. And then linking partners, the probably best linking partner is the Transforming Tech Janemba, which again is another unit that is not the best. Yeah, I hate because I love Janemba. I really do. I got this as well. I don't want to knock anything over there. Whew. Yeah, we got this as well. So I love Janemba. I really do. And honestly, this is a really nice figure. I'm not gonna lie. Keeping it in the box, so you know what it is. But yeah, we need more Janemba representation in games, man. Okay, give us an LF Janemba in Legends. Do it. Give us a really good standard. Like, just. Why they got a Shaft Janemba, man? Why they got a Shaft Janemba? Ooh, okay, here we go. Super Saiyan Goku. I probably put just here. No, just here. Yeah. I definitely like it being like this. Super Saiyan Goku is honestly pretty insane. This is not including the glitch that came out a couple of weeks ago and got fixed, where like basically he countered by doing a super attack. Like that was just stupidly insane. But honestly, this Goku, you put him in slot 1 and he gets guaranteed 2 super attacks if you get enough key to get super attack, that is. So you put him in slot 1, he gets 2 super attacks. Put him in like slot 2 and 3, he gets an extra attack buff, so you kind of still don't miss out on it. And just building defense, and he can build attack as well, depending on how you kind of run him. What can I say? He's just insane. Full Power Frieza, I'd honestly say to me, Full Power Frieza is not only the best LR, but the best unit in the game. Period. Like, his stacking attack and stacking defense and stuff like that, that's again the same as Goku. His main thing to me, there's one gripe I have with him and one really good thing I have with him, which is why I put him number 1. The one gripe I have with him is he has like an extra bit of ki and an extra bit of attack and defense for like 7 turns or 8 turns, something like that. Once that runs out, you kind of notice it, but it doesn't really matter that much because you are building attack and defense. So basically you start off here, you start off here, you build attack and defense, and you come back down to like here again, and you kind of build your break. You know what I mean? You build up, and then you come back down, and you build up again. Like, that's the only thing about him that kind of ruins it a little bit. But I guess it kind of does go canonically with obviously Frieza like using up all his power, and then like starting to wade after a little bit, after he's getting tired and all that stuff, and then Goku's like, you know what, you're done. I beat you. I'm done. I'm out of here. Yeah, it is what it is. But in terms of active skills as well, these guys are pretty insane. But the one thing that makes this Frieza best unit in the game for me, guaranteed crits against Goku's. And what are 2 of the hardest events in the game right now? Well, one quite hard, one not too bad anymore. Legendary Goku event, Legendary GT Goku event. Both Gokus. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. And then obviously even like some SBR stages have Gokus. Some of the, Infinite Dragon Ball history stages have Gokus. Collection of epic battles or whatever the hell it's called has Goku units. So you're mostly going to be fighting Goku units in the game, and this unit does guaranteed crits against Goku. So yeah, you can't see where I'm coming from that one. Krillin and Gohan. I actually like Krillin and Gohan. I think they're actually pretty good. I'm going to put them just there. But the only thing really that holds them down is their link set and lack of teams again. Again, like an Earthling and a Hybrid Saiyan, they're kind of the same fate as the Trunks might have. They don't really link that well with many people. The only really unit they link quite well with I've seen is the Brody trio on Joint Forces. And no one really runs Joint Forces like that anymore. So yeah, this unit could really do with a really good Krillin unit or Gohan unit from Namek or something like that. Honestly, when they get going, they're pretty good when they get going. Goku and Vegeta exchange unit, I'd put just here. I can comfortably say they'd be happy just there. As of this moment, I pulled Goku Vegeta during their banner. I did get them during their release, and to this day, I have not seen the exchange mechanic. To this day, the only thing that holds it back is the exchange mechanic. Even then, pre-exchange, the Vegeta on its own is solid, like constant 5 million attack stats. And even when it gets to Goku, like still hitting the same, and everything pretty much. This unit is still pretty good. Had quite a few good linking partners as well, mainly like the Vegeta units and stuff like that. And then obviously the Goku is good with Goku units and stuff. I think they share 5 or something links with the Namek Goku, the Super Saiyan Goku. So it's what it is. Hit and God Goku can honestly go right here. Yeah, I can safely say that. As of me using them on global at the moment, they're like the more fresher LR that's come out on the game. They hit constantly, like again 5 million attack stats, stuff like that, even at 55%. That's linked with LR hit, not LR hit. If I only had an LR hit, a standalone. But easy attack hit on the Universe 6th / Universe Survivor Saga team. Sorry, and they're still pretty good. Don't get me wrong, they're still pretty good. Like I said, lack of teams is the only thing that holds them back, but they do have probably one of the best key mechanics in the game. You only really need 18 key with them, like 18 actual key to get their full 24 key. So you only need 12 key to get the 18 key, and when they're linked up with Tech Hit, they're pretty much at 12 key already. So you're always pretty much guaranteed to get that 18 key. And if you have additionals, then you get that 12 key and get that extra bit of defense raise. But yeah. And then finish it off with the future Gohan and Trunks. I've obviously not played with this unit because I'm a global guy, but I can safely say at this moment, probably I'll probably say just here, if I'm being honest with you. The only thing is you kind of really want to play into the revival into Gohan. That's the kind of the end goal of this unit, and you have to jump through a load of hoops, there we go, hoops, just to get there. And that I don't know. I don't really like, especially like a summonable LR. You know, you the rate's as bad as it is, and you get that unit, and then you kind of still have to kind of like play around with them to kind of get them to their max potential. Like at least like UI Goku is solid out the gates. Goku and Frieza are solid out the gates. Hitting Goku out the gates, 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 out the gates. Kinda. Again, kind of has to build up. Probably slot 2. But yeah, Gohan and Trunks, you kind of do have to play around with them a little bit just to kind of get them. But even before, I think they're okay. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that actually. I'm looking at it and I can't really see many changes I'd make, really. The only thing is, obviously, once some units get their EZAs, you're probably looking a little bit better, I would say. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I might push these two guys up a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, we'll push Majin Vegeta and Gohan up a little bit, just up here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself out of here. Let me know if you guys agree with the list. If you disagree with the list, let me know what you guys would have done differently at all. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself out of here. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do that kind of stuff, because it is, as always, very, very highly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.